my beautiful peeps, Lockin down Truth with Marci Lock. You can check this gorgeous little view. This is why I live in paradise. Getting to do a little bit of sunset, beach time, sun gazing, and get to do a little meditation. And I wanted to share something that was coming up for me. I get some feedback sometimes where people are like, yeah, you know, that Marci Lock chick, she's a bitch. Because she wouldn't get me on her schedule, or, you know, I tried to get into her space, or etc. I've had a few people tell me that have gotten into my space that, you know, they've heard that it's quite the challenge to get through the filters and the funnels to actually connect with me. And this is awesome, because it means I'm so aligned to the place of living my fuck yes life and living in my zone of genius, that I'm very clear on where my time goes and where my effort and energy goes. So if I say yes to you and every Tom, Dick, and Harry that wants to have a conversation with me and wants me to look at their product and wants me to be a face and name of something, or would love me to promote something, or just would love to connect, I'm saying no to my kids. I'm saying no to my rockin' bodied health. I'm saying no to this. I'm saying no to getting in my balanced time, my harmonic life. And this is where so many entrepreneurs fuck themselves. Is because living in this yes bitch game, I'm a bitch to, a yes bitch, I like to say, a bitch to circumstance, and saying that yes to everything and everybody that wants to connect and wants to do everything, is keeping you out of integrity with yourself. And it's saying lots of things it's saying. At the core level, I'm unworthy. I'm not worthy of balance and flow and ease and success being easy and creating the life I want. You're living in old perfectionist identity patterns, which I believe 99% of our society is operating out of perfectionist identity patterns, because we're so conformed and conditioned to operate out of a mask and showing up and what we think it has to look like, and afraid of judgment or rejection or these things. So it's like, oh, I should do this. I have to do this. I need to do that. And trying to show up a certain way for other people to approve of you is your own inner, it's just the little scared little girl, little boy inside you that's scared to not be loved or scared to be rejected. And so when we're constantly in this running through these cycles or doing these things of trying to show up for everybody and say yes to everything and do this and that, you're literally declaring exactly what you want life to be like. And instead, I choose to be very clear in integrity with myself and others, and that I know, so hear me out on this. I actually see it as I am loving the person. I am honoring the person. I am honoring the integrity of their time, effort, and energy and mine. So when someone reaches out to me and they say, hey, you know, I'd love to connect with you, I'm like, awesome, thank you, I appreciate that. And can you assist me in getting more clear? What do you want to connect about? Well, I just love to get together, and we're both conscious, amazing individuals, or we're both powerful women, or we're both this, or I just love to talk to you. I was like, thank you, and help me understand what you want to talk about, or why you think that we should connect, or what you're really seeking. And I'll be nice and say, because this is what I'm aligned to, is that I'm very aware and clear on where my time, effort, and energy gets to go. I'm committed to my clients, my masterminds. I'm committed to, myself, my business, my kids, and honoring those commitments. I'm really clear on what's available in my time. So help me understand what you're really seeking, so we can get clear if it's a fuck yes and it honors your time and mine. So, and usually what comes up is, some sort of something that they want me to look at, etc. And sometimes it's a fit, and sometimes, most of the time, it's not. And so if it's not, I'm like, thank you, I appreciate you considering me for that. That would be a no for me, because I'm committed to my business or my investments or my things. And what I can do for you is that I can connect you to so-and-so. So I always want to tune in and go, in every single person I interact with, I want to tune in and go, how can I create value for this person? How can I serve them? How can I show up for them? I always believe in value. It's not a transaction. I'm not a tit for tat girl. I'm about creating value. I know just value comes back to me. So of course I'm going to see, how can I serve you and support you and listen to what you're about, and go do that. But it doesn't mean that I self-sacrifice me in the process. It doesn't mean that I become a yes bitch. It doesn't mean that I give up my life to try to show up for everybody else, because all you're doing is keeping yourself small. You're not giving your gifts and your greatness to the world. So instead, I can get clear as fast as possible and hear through basically a message, which would take a couple minutes of my time, of what they're really looking for and what would serve them and how I can serve them. Oh, cool, you know who comes to mind, or I can connect you with so-and-so, or let me tune in, or let me see how I can serve you. And yet, it doesn't come with sacrifice. So this is what I want you to hear. If you're experiencing settle or sacrifice or tolerating in any way, it's your own unconscious bullshit. It's your creation. The moment you decide, I get to be in integrity with myself. So a lot of people go into integrity of different commitments. What about the integrity of your commitment to yourself? If you're not in alignment with the integrity of yourself, no wonder you're still not receiving, not manifesting, self-sacrificing, and all these patterns and behaviors that are keeping you limited. So think about that. And last thought for you, rejection is protection. So all the people that want to run from my space and say she's a bitch because she won't do this for me, and you're creating your own victimhood, thank God I aligned to allowing the people in my, that's exactly why there's a filter there, people, to give you this, to be the people that you want to be around. So think about that and what is true for you. Who do you want to be? What kind of life do you want to live? Are you living for you? Are you living in yes, bitch? Love you guys. Power choice is yours. Choose your best life. Lock it down.